Good evening, everyone. It is October 2nd, the second day of bow season here in Michigan, and I'm headed out to the blind. A little later than I'd like, but hey, when you gotta work, you gotta work, so we'll see if we see anything. I got the Hyper Raptor. Hopefully we get something. It is warm, but it should cool off a little bit, so we'll see how it goes. Okay guys, well I can't really film while shooting. Just don't have that capability because I film everything on my camera right now. We got one down, so doe down, second day of the season. She came in with a button bug. He's pretty good size, so he'll be fine. Probably gonna get kicked out here soon anyways. He's still not too far away looking at me, so I'm sure he'll be fine. He's actually one of the biggest button bugs I've seen, so yeah, it's always kind of hard shooting a doe when they're with another deer, but like I said, I figure they're going to be kicking these button bugs out here soon anyway, so get down and track. I don't even have to track, guys. 20 yards maybe, just dropped, so Hyper Raptor. Good stuff. Okay guys, here's the arrow, and you can see the lighted knock works just fine. So hopefully that's good. She's using a rage. And everything seemed to work good, guys. I actually saw her go down, so waiting for some of the boys here to go get her. But she's right out in there. Shouldn't be bad at all. Alright, so right by where I shot her, and we are off to a good start. Boys are going to help me track here. And yeah, you can just see it's still going here, so we'll go find her and I'll show you guys the damage done by the new Barnett Hyper Raptor. Alright guys, I don't know, maybe 30, 40 yards. Kind of hard to tell because we're going through prickers and stuff, but there she is. Kind of hit her, not quite where I wanted to, but we'll get her back and see how she looks out of the prickers here, because it's hard to tell and it's starting to get dark in the woods here, so we're going to drag her out. This is the exit wound here. You can see my finger next to that thing. Rage is no joke, guys, and it worked just fine with the 410 Hyper Raptor. So guys, I noticed a significant difference when I hit this deer. She was only about 12 yards, but just the shock that went through her when that arrow hit her. Big difference compared to the 350 feet per second. I'm not a big speed guy, but you could tell a difference for sure. So I did not really get a chance the night I shot that deer to really kind of wrap up the video like I would have liked. I ended up saying that I could tell a difference in the speed, but there was a lot of things that happened during that hunt that with my old bow would have been a little harder. So one, the deer came in, I wasn't ready. I was actually texting a friend from work saying, hey, I know it's warm out, but I gotta go hunting, and then I look up and there they were. So I had to grab the bow, lift it up, set it on my rest all as quiet as I could. And not a problem. The weight of the Hyper Raptor is so much lighter than my old one. It just made lifting it into position easier. The adjustable stock, the deer came in so close that I really had to tip the bow, and I could adjust the stock quietly. You can quietly adjust it. So just so I could get a little more, tip it down a little more before I did the shot. Also, again, the weight of the bow. I was actually holding it just to make sure that it was up off the rest. I had my hand there, so I was holding it. It took them 30 minutes almost before they weren't either facing me, staring at my dog up by the house, I think, or when she did turn broadside, the other deer would walk behind her. And I know you can take shots that aren't broadside. I'm a big fan of broadside shots. I'm probably not going to take the shot unless it's a really big buck and I feel comfortable. It was warm. I didn't want to hit the guts. So I just waited. And it took about 30 minutes, I'd say, before I got that shot that I wanted. But because of the weight of the bow, it wasn't really a big deal. And man, guys, when I shot, just instant at 12 yards, she wasn't dodging anything. So earlier in the video I said I don't think I quite hit it where I wanted to. Once I pulled it out, in the front I hit her in the heart. So it went right through the heart. It cut the heart in half, and she still went about that 30 yards, which is quite impressive. But it was just a bunch of quick jumps, and then she just laid down. So first deer down with the Hyper Raptor, guys. I noticed a big difference. I know it was a close shot, but big difference just in impact, in damage, and the lighted knock. I didn't need it because I could see my arrow, but as you could see, it lit up just fine. Shot perfectly. I mean, I was aiming for right about the heart, split the heart in half. Accuracy, not an issue. Broadheads worked great at that speed. So far, so good for the Hyper Raptor. That's the first deer down. I'm hoping to get at least one more, and then possibly two more. So we will see. I'll keep you guys informed if there's any issues, but so far, so good. First deer down for the season. It feels great. Seems like a really good bow now, guys, now that everything seems to be worked out. But time will tell. So far, I'm happy. As always, thanks for watching, guys. If you can, subscribe. If you can't, that's fine. I mean, I'm just here to show this bow. I know a lot of people are hesitant about it. Hopefully I can do some more bows in the future. I am trying to talk to Barnett, maybe even get a cheaper option to test. Not everyone has even the budget for a $500 bow, so if we can get another cheaper option, maybe bring it down to the $299 range, see what's out there. They have one called the Recruit, which is in that 350 feet per second range. That's what I've been using in the past, and it gets the job done. So we'll see, but thanks for coming. We'll see you next time, hopefully, with another deer and not an issue.